Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm actually in a slightly different setting. I'm on my yoga mat. So this is a place where I come to chill and it's just in a little corner of my bedroom. I love it here. I've got my candle, cacti, got some cushions. It's just really nice and chilled and comfy, and I just really enjoy coming to sit here when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed or I just want some time to chill. So today's video is actually going to be all about how I changed my mindset. Now, if you followed me for a while, you will know that I have gone through some struggles in my life. I'm still going through struggles in my life, but by changing my mindset, it's made me have a completely different outlook on life. So my mindset used to be very, very negative, very, very harsh, and very, very kind of black and white, like it was all or nothing. But now I'd say I have a very, very positive outlook on life, and I am very, very positive about myself, about others, about any situation. So without further ado, I'm just going to get on to the things that have helped me change my mindset. All these things are completely doable. It's nothing like magic or, you know, you've got to go to therapy to do this. It is literally just things that I have done at home by myself and just gradually built up. So, number one, gratitude. Now, I feel like majority of people are very grateful, but are we grateful about the little things? No. Are you grateful about the fact that it's a lovely day today? Or are you grateful about the fact that you love your bedroom and you love how it looks? Or are you grateful about the fact that we can breathe in lovely fresh air when we go to the countryside or when we go to the woods or the beach? Have a little moment just to think, am I really grateful for the little things? Am I really grateful to be here? Now, this is something that has taken me a while to work on, because I always thought I was grateful of the little things, but really I wasn't. And it was hard to get my head around. I do always think of myself as a very grateful person, but really deep down, I wasn't. And I feel like a lot of people feel like this, and when you next go outside, just think about how grateful you actually are to be able to go outside and to be able to breathe in the fresh air, because some people aren't. They can't do that. And I feel like this is so important. Say when it comes around to your birthday, you're always grateful of all the presents that you may get, or you're always grateful for the fact that all your family members have come round, or whatever it is. But on a daily basis, I feel like we're not really very grateful people. The second thing I'm going to talk about is fresh air and sunlight. So this is a little bit easier in summer, not so easy in winter because it's quite dull most of the time, but we can still get fresh air. There will always be fresh air for us to breathe. So what I like to do is go outside and spend at least 15 minutes in the sunlight, just to get those rays on my skin and to absorb the vitamin D into my cells. So I heard from a nutritionist, so I follow quite a few nutritionists on Instagram, and one of my nutritionists that I follow was saying that you should go outside every day for 15 minutes without any sun cream on to absorb the sunlight and vitamin D into your mitochondria in your cells. This is what I challenge myself to do every single day, and I do it. Even if it's dull outside, there's still sunlight, the sun's not gone away. So that's what I do, and then I'll always obviously put sun cream on afterwards. I will always try and get outside for at least an hour a day, because I feel like breathing in fresh air is so important for us, and I just like to either sit in my garden or go for a walk or go to somewhere that's calm and peaceful and just do some deep breaths to really get the fresh air into my lungs. And it really helps me. It makes me feel so good. So the third thing I'm going to talk about is getting your body moving. Now this is very important and something that I've learned over the past couple of months. So back in February I left dance college, and I had obviously been dancing every day, like 10 hours a day, whatever. And then I stopped, and because I had the flu a lot, but also because I was just very mentally unwell, I didn't move a lot, and my body has thanked me so much over these past couple of weeks. So what I like to do is set a goal of how many steps I'm going to do a day, and then just on my iPhone I just go onto the health app and it logs how many steps you do when you're holding your phone. So I started off trying to do 1,000 steps a day. It's literally nothing, but that goal really helped me to be able to do that. And then I upped it to 2,000, and then 3,000, and then 4,000. Now I'm trying to do 5,000 steps a day, and I'm really trying to go over that so that next week I can try and do 7,000 a day. And it's getting easier and easier, and the way I like to do it, I struggled to go to the gym a lot recently, so what I like to do is go to somewhere that I really enjoy and go for a walk. So at the moment my favourite place to go for a walk is the woods, because it's cool, it's nice, everybody is just really lovely there. You'll always meet some people there and say hi, and it's just a really good way to start the day. There's also lots of dogs, and who doesn't love dogs, like, let's be real. So that is one of the things I like to do. I also like to do yoga, so obviously on my mat. I will take it outside. So for example, the other morning I went outside, I went into my garden, put out my mat and got up Kat Miffin. If you don't know her, she's another YouTuber and like Instagrammer. Look her up, she's amazing. She's a yoga instructor, amazing woman basically, and she really inspired me to get into yoga. So I just go on YouTube, get up her videos, and then I just follow along to them, and I love that. And you can do 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. You can pick whatever length video you want, which I just love, because sometimes I just can't be bothered and I'm like, oh, I'll only do 10 minutes, and I'm like, actually I want to do more, so then I'll click on another video, do another 10 minutes. It's just a lot of fun and something different to get your teeth into. You don't need a yoga mat, you don't need anything, you don't even need flexibility, you literally just need a space to do it in. So yeah, I love walks, I love yoga, I also love going to the gym, but that is quite hard for me at the moment, so I'm currently just easing my way into that, but also making sure that I keep my body moving. So if it gets to like 10 o'clock at night and I still haven't done my 5,000 steps, for example, I will go in the garden and I'll go and walk around my garden. I look a bit weird, but it gets them in. So tip number 4 is nourishing your body. Now, I was looking back at my YouTube videos the other day, and when I started them was this time last year. How crazy. And I was looking at the ones from like Christmas time, that time, and I look so unhealthy and I look so different to how I look now, and it's made me proud of myself because that is all just through nourishing my body. So back then I had a very bad binge eating habit, and I was just like feeding myself gross amounts of fat and sugar, all that sort of stuff. I haven't really ever spoken about it much, but it was something that I did struggle with a lot. But since then I've really tried to cut that down, and now it's completely gone. Like, I don't have that sort of habit anymore. I don't have that desire to binge ridiculous amounts of unhealthy food, because I know that it won't be doing my body any good on the outside or on the inside. You have to remember that whatever we put into our body is how our organs run. So that is something that I really think about when I think about what I'm going to be putting into my body for the day. I wouldn't say I am the healthiest eater on the planet, but I eat a very balanced diet and I get all the goodness that I need. So for example, in the day I will always make sure I have my 3 meals a day, and then sometimes I'll have some snacks, and my snacks I will always try and consist them of fruit, dried fruit, anything that has good nutrients in, and things like naked bars and fruit bars that have been pressed or whatever, and that have loads of goodness in, because why wouldn't you want to feed your body with goodness? That's just something for you to think about. But I will always make sure that I have what I want to eat. And I think that's really important to make choices in what you eat. Obviously I'm not a nutritionist and I don't know the whole ins and outs of things, but I have a very good idea of things. I will never cut out anything. I feel like this is a very important thing, because when you cut out something out of your diet, I mean, people disagree, but for me, if I was to cut out something out of my diet, it would make me want it more. So say if I was to cut out chocolate out of my diet, I would just want it all the time, like every hour of every day. So what I do is I just have things in moderation. So yesterday I had some chocolate ice cream and it was great, and I'm not going to feel guilty about having that, because that's okay. I also drink a lot of water. Currently got my water here. Remember my saying? Stay hydrated, kids. So yeah, I always have big bottles of water. I feel like it's very important, especially in the summer months, to keep your body hydrated. I'm drinking, I'd say, around 4 litres a day. The recommended amount is like 2 litres, I think, or 1.5 or something, but I feel like your body needs so much more, especially when it's hot and like if the water is just evaporating off you. And it has massively helped with clearing up my skin and making me feel more alive. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I will always have a massive glass of water to rehydrate myself after I sleep, and it just makes you feel so much more awake. Honestly, it makes me feel great. I will just keep sipping on this all day and refilling until I've had enough. I feel like that has really made my skin glow as well. I've had a lot of comments recently saying, oh my god, like your skin's glowing so much more and you look so much healthier, and I really do think it is down to the amount of water that I take in. So yeah, that's all I drink as well. I don't drink any other drinks apart from every now and then I'll have a peppermint tea to help digestion. That's literally it. So I'm a bit boring, but I don't like fizzy drinks and I'd just rather drink water over like squash or something. So my 5th tip is to set daily goals. I feel like this is one of the most important factors of keeping a healthy mindset. I don't necessarily make future goals, because I feel like if I do them too far in advance, I won't meet them and then it's just a bit of a downer. So what I like to do is just set them day by day. So for example, today my goals were to film a YouTube video, to go on a walk, to do some yoga, to go to the gym, to sit outside in the sun, to have a shower. Things can be so simple and so easy. If you struggle with nourishing your body, maybe make sure one of your goals is to eat 3 meals a day or to eat breakfast. Whatever you think is right, and also make sure they're achievable, because that is the main thing. You don't want to finish your day and look at your to-do list and you haven't achieved like 5 of your goals. So yeah, I would recommend setting 5 to 10 goals for the day with small ones in between. So don't make 5 massive goals, like to do a whole day of shopping, to, you know, make dinner for the whole family, to do this, to do that, to do that, because it's just unachievable. So put in things like having a shower or going for a walk, stuff like that, to make you feel like you've done it. I think it's really important to make sure you tick them off as you go, because then when you get into bed you can look at them and think, oh my god, I've done all this today, and you can feel like you've accomplished a lot of things. My 6th tip is to recall the positives. So in your day there will always be positives. Even if you've had the worst day on earth, there will always be positives. There will always be 3 positives in a day. It could be that you looked really nice today, or that you accomplished something you didn't think you could, or you went for a walk, or you were really grateful about the nature. Like whatever it is, there will always be 3 positives in a day. And when you get into bed at night, think about those 3 positives. I've done this for ages now. You don't have to write them down. If you think that it's more beneficial for you to write them down, then go ahead. I used to do that, but now, as I've now learned that it's much easier just to think about them and to actually really process them, I don't need to write them down anymore. I just have to think about them. But I will do it every single night to make sure that I know that my life is positive. And even if it doesn't feel great right now, it is. And you have to remember that, because if you think about the negatives all the time, you are going to have that negative mindset, and that is not what we want. We want to achieve a positive mindset. Yeah, don't let the things that you achieve or the things that you really love go over your head. Make sure that they stick, and then think about them the morning after. Think, oh my god, what a great day I had yesterday. Now I'm going to have a great day again today. I'm going to conquer the day. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to achieve something. I'm going to push myself. To get into that mentality of thinking in that way. It's hard at first, but then you do get used to it, I promise. My last thing is to surround yourself with positive people. Now, I have cut out quite a few people out of my life recently because they were bringing me down, or things were a little bit toxic, or they were just kind of feeding my negative mindset, which I really didn't want at all. So I've obviously stuck with the people that bring me up, because why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to spend time with people that inspire you and that you inspire them? Now, I have got few friends, but the ones I have, I cherish, and they're very special to me, and they feed my positive mindset like there's no tomorrow. Like, I will always be inspired by them, and I will always think up new ideas because of them, you know, and it's just great. It's just great to be surrounded by positive people, because otherwise we'd all just be so moody and so moany all day long, and I'd hate that. Now, I think that is everything I've had to say. I think I've rambled a little bit, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to get everything out and across to you guys. One thing I will also say is, I wouldn't say it's a tip, but think about social media. Think about Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. People usually only share their good parts of their day. Life isn't sunshine and rainbows all the time, and that's for everybody. I feel like that's so important to remember, because we scroll through Instagram and all things like that. I'm going to give Instagram for an example because it's pictures, but we always scroll through Instagram and think, oh my god, they're having an amazing time, like they've got an amazing life. We don't know what's behind that screen, and we need to remember that. I've started posting things on bad days and good to show people that life isn't always great, and that's okay, but the bits of life that are great we need to really, really cherish, and the bits of life that aren't that great we need to power through. We need to, you know, knock that down and think, no, I've got good factors in my life and I can get through it, and tomorrow's going to be better. That is literally the mindset that we all need to have. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It's something different, and I have actually really, really enjoyed filming it. If you do want another video like this, maybe about, I don't know, friendships or more about staying positive, then let me know and I'll definitely do one, because I love this. I actually love chatty videos. I much prefer them to like makeup and stuff. As you can see, I'm not wearing makeup. It's too hot for that. It's too hot. I hope you can take away some tips from this video, and that I have inspired you to stay positive and grow your positive mindset, so eventually it becomes second nature. And if you do have any questions, then leave them in the comments below and I'll reply, or message me on my social medias, on my Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I don't mind. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want to be a part of this positive tribe, and also subscribe if you enjoy these videos and want more like them. And that's it from me. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you next time in a new video. Bye guys! Mwah!